Dan Perry here with a Dan on Tech quick tip. In this tip, we're going to talk about the undo and the redo. And I happen to be in Microsoft's Visual Studio, but this works in all of the Microsoft Office products and a lot of other editing products where you can go in and add and delete things. So if I go in here and let's say, for example, I delete this word, maybe type something else in, and I say, I didn't want to do that. Well, I can go in and I can undo it. There is an undo feature. And one of the ways a lot of people do is they come up to your menu at the top and use the undo button, which is control, or here, when I hover over the undo button and I see the tooltip, it says Control Z. There's also a redo button that's beside it. In this case, it's grayed out. Well, the button's okay, but to me that means I have to take my hands off the keyboard. So I like that shortcut. So if I do Control Z, it undoes the last operation. In this case, undid. When it does the undo, it was what I typed there. Now, some software has multiple levels of undo. So if I do a Control Z again, it will undo the thing I deleted or did previously. In this case, it was delete the namespace. Well, there is also a redo, and that is the Control Y. So if I undid one step too much, I can do a Control Y, and that redoes. Do it a second time, and it puts the something else in. So Control Z to undo, Control Y to redo, which basically is undoing the undo you did. So let me go ahead and undo a couple of times to get back to where I was at. And this has been another quick tip from Dan Perry and Dan on Tech.